Steven Gerrard is not going to Saudi Arabia. Good decision, bad decision?
I was a tad surprised, if I'm honest. I thought while he was over there, the lucrative aspect of it and the way they would have made him feel welcome and wanted and wanted and the family and stuff, I thought he might get reeled in, but he's shown some courage there. Substance is a good word. The one thing I know about Stevie, and he's always been the same all his life, is he loves football. He loves a challenge and he loves trying to prove people wrong. And that journey he did amazingly well on as a footballer. And as a manager now, he's got to start. He took some steps forward and he's gone backwards. So he's going to have to take a challenge that maybe he didn't anticipate he was going to have to when he started flying at Rangers. And maybe something is in the pipeline that we didn't know about last week when we were talking about it. And he is going to challenge himself to do that, which I think long term will be beneficial for him. Don't you?
I do, actually. And I think if he'd established himself as a manager with significant credentials rather than slightly limited ones, then you could see the reasons why he'd go there and accept it. But he's on a journey to become a manager. And I'd like him to be one because I think he's got some substance about him. I don't think he's done a great... I really did worry for him. I said in the studio, as much as you worry for these guys, but going from Rangers to Villa I thought was the wrong decision. I said it at the time, and it's proven to be the case. And he's got found out a little bit, but that doesn't mean he can't pivot, redeem himself, learn the lessons that he neneeds to learn, look where he's made mistakes, and bring those experiences back to the next level, but not in a league where all that you're there for is the money. He's not going to learn much there.
That will always be there for him as well, won't it?
Yeah, and that's my point. If he manages for 10 or 15 years, creates a great legacy of being a decent manager, and goes off to Saudi Arabia or China where the next commercial opportunity to get paid, then you say, okay, fine, I can see that. So I'm kind of pleased because this leveraging of the finances that Saudi have to disrupt football concerns me a little bit, not because I'm xenophobic or don't want Saudi Arabian football to prosper. It's because I do believe that there's a destabilising effect of this kind of money that has ramifications around all leagues. And you start taking stellar names out, irrespective of whether I say it's a stellar name in management terms. It's still a name that reverberates. Steven Gerrard lands in Saudi Arabia. Has ramifications behind it.
I mean, Benzema going there, Ronaldo going there, N'Golo Conte has gone there today. I mean, but N'Golo Conte, is he at the stage where he should be going and doing that? Or could he have offered something in the Premier League?
I think he's had some bad injuries. And you've got to remember the intensity that lad's played with for the last God knows how many years. He's got if anyone's got a right to go and take the money, it's him. He's put a shift in.
I mean, those sort of players that were towards the end of their careers, when you start seeing Ruben Neves, when you start seeing players like Oscar, that probably tells you more about their ambitions in football than it does about the blueprint that may be followed by others.
Yeah. Well, I can hand on heart as a footballer say that in my mid-20s, I was so football orientated. I didn't think about ever not playing. I didn't think about money once. I enjoyed the finances that came in because you could help your family and you could live an all right life. But I was out. Where can I go? What can I do? How high can I go? How do I maintain my place in this team? Can I get in the England? Can I do this? Can I do that? I'm absolutely gobsmacked and amazed at Ruben Neves' decision. And whoever's advising him as well.
George Mendes.
George Mendes, exactly.
Kick up. Yeah, well, that says it all, doesn't it?